Hello. Jasen Rice here. Hey, another Lotparty quick tip. And in my title, I put in there wondering if your service drive is picked up. And bring this up because yesterday, for example, my son's car, all of a sudden, he ran some errands for the company, got some stuff for the office, comes back, we're unloading it. He goes back out to start his car. And sure enough, click, wouldn't start. The battery went, and on my way home last night, my tires, low tire pressure went on. This is that time of year where cars are going to start acting up. Batteries are going out, starters, alternators, all these little kinks that cars are having are going to start getting exposed with this colder weather. So I'm sure your service department's getting a little busy right now. And this is a perfect place for you to start picking up some cars. We need to be appraising those cars, need to be touching base with these customers, seeing if they'd be interested in trading it in or getting a newer car for a similar payment, all those good sales tactics, data mining. But definitely right now, your service department's probably if you're in the colder regions, this might not be for my Florida and California dealers, but Colorado's already getting big snow. We're here in Kansas. It was freezing last night, a little bit of a snow. It's supposed to be maybe snowing for Halloween on Thursday night. Again, everybody's car is going to start acting up in these colder regions. And for those dealers, those are going to be, again, that time. I guess in the Florida, you got your snowbirds coming in. And if the snowbirds had their cars sitting down there with their condos and stuff that might need to be serviced, they're probably coming in that are driving some. But either way, right now in the winter months, these are the time that people's cars are starting to act up. People are going to get frustrated and either trade them in. Seen somebody posting a code or had a post on the used car manager group that somebody's car was having a hard time starting but no check engine light on, and somebody had a decoder thing to take off the check engine light in the back seat of the car, and they found that. But right now, a lot of people's cars are going to be acting up. They're either going to be trading them in or they're going to be taking them to your service department. So we're always looking for great opportunities to find cars at the right money, and people bringing them into our dealership is going to be the perfect time to do that. So take advantage of that. Also, as it's slow, make sure you're doing your 30, 45, 60, 90-day follow-up from those people in August and September that didn't buy it. Because November is going to continue to be a little bit slower in most regions. Now, you could be having a good month if you're focusing on marketing and pricing strategies and things like that. But seasonally, November drops off, and it's a softer month still. You got Thanksgiving, you got the holidays coming around the corner. I'm going to be busy throughout the end of the year with meetings and stuff. So, again, it's going to be in conferences. So it's a tough time for a lot of people. Things start slowing down. So you really got to get your inventory clean. You don't want to be going into these slower months with bad inventory. And I would start getting off late models. The late models are going to be tough. You're going into end of the year model clearance for 19s, and they're going to be blowing those things out. So if you got a bunch of used 19s, you're going to start getting these loaner cars dumped into your inventory over the next month, and those are going to be tough to get off of. You're going to have these 19s that they're going to make you pay stupid money for, and you're going to own them high, and you're not going to want to get off of them. And what's going to happen if you don't, you're going to have to wait till probably March till all the 19s are blown out and gone, and then you can maybe start selling the used 19s. You might also be able to use them as switch cars from new to used, but it's going to be tough. And so, because everybody's just going to try to find that right car, new car on that end of the model year clearance stuff, and you might have a good used alternative, but it might not be the right color, or you're missing a certain equipment, and they'd rather just go dealer trade or go find it new. So two things: service drive building up, try to get the trades off of those, or try to buy those cars or trade them out of them. And then two, late models are going to start, 18s, 19s are going to get tougher to sell as the model of the year and clearance stuff is going to be happening, holiday sales events and stuff like that. So get off those late models, keep them lean and clean. You can't avoid getting them because, again, a lot of them are going to be loaners dumped in your car and your inventory. I'd get off them sooner than later. We had a Honda store last year in California just got inundated with all these loaner cars and everything into their inventory in November. And we tried to get off of them, but the way they owned them, they just didn't want to take that kind of beating yet. And man, we didn't get that inventory cleaned up and straightened up until about March, because all those cars, all those loaners and everything built up in his inventory, and we couldn't really start clearing them out because they could lease a new one, a new Honda for $250 a month. Why would you buy a used Honda 24 grand and pay him $400 a month? So he had a hard time getting off those cars, and so he pretty much just had to suck it up for a while and get off of them. So you can do that or get off of them as soon as you can, and just clear them out or use them as switch baits if you can. Hopefully this was helpful. A little short, but I'm going to send out some more of these first 30. I'm sending about 250, 300 of them out today. If you want some, let me know. It might be too late. I'm going to be leaving here in a minute to go to the post office. I got about 15, 20 names here, and about 250, 300 of them I'm going to be sending out. But if you want some, let me know. Message them. I'll send them out to you for free. And Lotpop University. Check that out. Lotpop.com. Go to events. Lotpop University, November. We're having that start back up in November. We have, I think, 2 slots left. If you're a current client, it's free right now. If not, there's a fee on there, but check that out under Lotpop University. We have it. There's some hotel information on there. November 19th. So we're going to do 2 days. Only 5 people can attend. And because we're going to dig through your numbers, go through price changes, go through appraisals, go through best practices, go through all the metrics for 2 days, digging deep into metrics that we think are important, your 30 key metrics that you could track or trend yourself, or ones that we go over with our stores. And again, we'll be pulling up appraisals, we'll be pulling up pricing, how to narrow down left rails, all that kind of stuff. If you're interested, 2 slots left, I think, for November 19th and 20th. Check that out. And 844-LOTPOP or jricelotpop.com. These are going up on YouTube, and I'll put a link right here for more playlists for other similar tips, and there'll be a link down here to subscribe to the channel. If you want to subscribe, you'll get notified all these lives go up on YouTube, and I load them up on podcasts if you are interested there. Thanks.